These are the highlights of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips. Make sure you hit that bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. Before the cameras got rolling, I was telling you how you're really easy to talk to. Like your energy is very easy to kind of get into. Do you know what I mean?
No, but thank you. But thank you. Yeah. I you know what happens also, if I may, a lot of the time when we're doing interviews or we're about to interview somebody, I know because I've done a few where I've had to interview other people, we work ourselves up about the person that we're talking to, and that person gets that vibe and then they kind of clam up. I think an interviewee kind of feeds that vibe off, so we kind of clam up. Actors generally aren't very comfortable talking about themselves, so we build this false wall around us that keeps people at bay. It's more of a defense mechanism.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. I've never been like that. I'm bad. I just say it.
But I know you're a thinker, so I'm sure you thought.
There's nothing wrong in thinking. But I think, you know, possibly, I mean, I'm just, winging it here, but we kind of bear our soul on a daily basis as our profession. But we entrust that soul to very able hands of our directors. And that too is a huge trust exercise. So you're like, dude, I'm allowing you to manipulate my emotions, just be nice. And that, I mean, it's like back in drama school, you do trust exercises, the first one being stand there and just fall back and your partner will catch you. You got to trust them. And I think that comes from the fact of just being able to emotionally trust somebody. And it takes a lot of time, reassurance and confidence to be able to do that. And then imagine you're put in a situation where you could be at times speaking to a rank stranger, and here you are, they'll ask you some very, at times...
Personal?
Personal is fine, I mean, I get it, but intrusive at times. And you have to be as honest. So it's a bit weird, no? It's like you meet somebody for the first time, you talk to them about your entire life.
Right. We had Taapsee Pannu on the show last month, and she said that the nature of being an actor is a little weird.
She said, did she allow you to say anything?
Yeah. She was
Taapsee ek baar shuru ho gayi, then no stopping, freight train.
It was nice.
Yeah.
But she said that because you guys have to kind of go into emotional depths of your own mind, by you guys I mean actors, it kind of puts you on the edge a little bit in your real life. Like you can get irritated easily, you can get angry easily, and that's just an outcome of the nature of your job. Do you think that's,
yes. Possibly.
You felt it?
I'm sure there are times. I mean, for example, if you have a bad day at work, I mean, it's very easy to just fly off, because I mean we're very brittle, right, emotionally, because you have to be brittle / fickle with your emotions. The love of your life has dumped you and walked away, and your dog has died, and action, and you're, I mean, it's a ridiculous situation, but you got to find some emotion that triggers the right expression, and cut, and you're back. Okay, how is it? Okay, let's have coffee. So it's just crazy. It's a switch on, off, on, off. So you do tend to get fragile that way. So I get it. I mean,
are you able to control it more with age?
I think so. I think with time, you just get a better understanding and grasp of your craft. It never gets easy, but I think you're more comfortable controlling it. Interestingly, I was asked this earlier today. I was doing an interview, and we were discussing Dia, who's the director of my film, Bob Biswas, and she's a kid. She's 25, 26 when she shot the film. And what I was saying, the context was, I was amazed that at such a young age, and being her first film as a director, she had such emotional depth and such a mature grasp over her craft of filmmaking. That stuff doesn't come to you naturally. It's stuff that you have to earn and learn with just time. I'm sure if I put it in your context, when you first started your first podcast, this is what you wanted to do. So you prepared for it in whatever way, not just physically in terms of equipment, but also your subject matter, the way you want to talk. But today, there is a certain comfort zone. There's a confidence that, okay, kisi ko bhi bitha dijiye ab mere samne, I can have a conversation with them. Whether it's good or bad, that we'll see. But with time and doing stuff repeatedly, you do get a certain amount of confidence about how to do it. And the same thing is there with performing. When I first started off, there was absolute fear. Firstly, if I was given, I mean, I'm not kidding, and might not be the right thing to say on your show, but
say it, dude.
When I was given my first dialogue sheet, my only sole objective was learn these lines, don't get them wrong. And all newcomer actors will tell you the same thing. Let me mug my lines, let me just say the lines properly. You don't even start thinking about how you're meant to perform those lines, how you're meant to emote, how you're meant to play with it. With time, when you become comfortable with the surroundings around you, with the process of filmmaking, when you get comfortable with something as basic and rudimentary as somebody saying, cut one more. When you first start off, I remember when somebody said, cut one more, I took it personally like I've done something wrong. That might not be the case. And even if it is, it's okay. This isn't a stage play where you only get that one continuous take. You have you have the availability of technology that allows you to redo the shot. And do it for what reason? To get it right. So as long as the end product is fine, it doesn't matter. There are no subtitles saying they took 100 retakes. It doesn't matter. They see the end product. They don't see the toil and the tribulations before that. Now, when you have that kind of a situation and you start dealing with it and you start getting comfortable with it, that's when you start just kind of exhaling and chilling in front of the camera and getting comfortable around your surroundings. And I think if, as an actor, what is our job, right? We're trying to place ourselves in a scenario, however fantastical or realistic, but you're trying to inhabit that environment, that zone, as convincingly and realistically as possible, so that the person watching it believes that you're actually experiencing that. You're not performing it. That's what they say. Acting isn't acting, it's reacting. In order to do that, there are a lot of other factors in filmmaking you just have to be comfortable with.
Right.
So I think with time, that comes with a certain amount of experience and maturity where you just learn to just exhale and just be. I find myself a lot more at peace in front of the camera now than I was before. And that alone will just give you the grasp over. It's like you. I mean, I'm sure today you feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, having a mic in front of you is second nature. You're facing into the mic is something that just happens mechanically with you now.
100%. Also going into other people's energies. And I also think you've described careers in general, man. Careers always begin with,
absolutely. You're hyper about it, and then you just ease into it, you know?
Yeah.
And once you ease into it is when you can start playing with it. You can have fun with it.